Yo, welcome back to another episode of Wake Up with Wops. I got 10 stocks that you can enter into today or later this week. But before you enter, I wanted to show you guys the SPY S&P 500. It does look a little bit extended, so just be aware when you are entering because maybe a pullback is going to happen or some consolidations and then you might get chopped out of a trade. So just be aware with that. This was a gap down on Tuesday after the long weekend, the MLK weekend. That's the weekend when Trump came out with the Greenland tariff. So we'll call this little gap down the Greenland tariff news. And then he backed out and the market kind of rallied. Let's look at the how much it rallied the measure. Basically about a 3% move in the index. Pretty decent move. Stocks are flying. We're going to actually go over IREN, which is a position I sold today. Before we go over the IREN trade, let's look at the QQQ. You can see here breaking out finally, or right at breakout level, this resistance when we put the horizontal line. And just like the SPY extended lower Bollinger Band to the upper Bollinger Band in about 5 to 6 days. That just shows it's pretty extension. There might be a pullback coming, some consolidation. Just be aware of that. That's what I'm seeing in the index. Before we get into the 10 stocks, I want to go over my IREN trade. I went over it on X, Wake Up with Wops. Go follow me. And if not, just look at my YouTube videos. I posted it just like 4 or 5 days ago. Go check that out. Well, anyways, we entered here when it remounted the 50-day moving average and the 9 EMA. I loved it. I entered there. And it was a pretty quick hold, made a 24% gain. You can see here about 23% gain right there. But decided to take some profits because we did go over the indexes and you saw that the market is a little bit extended. It's been pretty hot. So a pullback, I just wanted to de-risk. Sold a little bit before my target. It was around 65 bucks. We got around 62, 3 points below. Anyways, starting off with the 10 stocks, guys. Lemonade is number one. I'm loving this breakout pullback to the 9 EMA. You can see here broke out of this range, pulled back, and now holding that 9 EMA. Kind of looks like a bullish engulfing candle. Man, even though the market's extended, I might take a shot at this before the market closes. I just love this setup. First Solar looking good. Finally rounding about since this news, or I think it was an analyst rating. It gapped down. Finally going to the 50-day moving average. You could probably enter anticipating a move above that. Intel, this is a beauty. We've talked about this. Just strong move. Then started pulling back pretty deep, but right to like that resistance level and between the 20-day average and the 50-day moving average. Found support there, and you can see today gapping up and above the 9 EMA. It's looking pretty good for a continuation pattern. I'm really liking Intel. It's a really strong semiconductor. I believe 2026 is going to be a good, strong year for them. So could be a good entry right now. Rocket Lab, same concept, really just breaking out and then holding that 9 EMA. I like it for a continuation pattern. NBIS. Looks like it's about to break out just because it's remounted the moving averages, starting to curl up. Look at that 50-day moving average. Believe this is what's probably going to happen. Just consolidate under this. The more times it tests that resistance, more likely it's going to break out to that 110 or 120 area. Keep this on watch. I'm really liking it. It kind of reminds me of VRT. Let's go over it real quick. You can see here, we talked about this on X. Just this is a longer downtrend, so it worked out better. And right when it remounted the moving averages, I pointed that out, and now it's breaking out looking like a beauty. So I kind of get the same vibes when I look at NBIS. Toll Brothers. If you've been following the channel, you know we've traded this a couple times and we love it. This was our last trade right here. Perfect. Almost got stopped out, but we ended up taking good profits. And now it looks like it's remounting the 9 EMA. It's going to continue going higher. And we could put this as a pretty resistance here. So a play to the top of the range. And if you're more bullish on this home building play, maybe a breakout of that. When you zoom out, it kind of looks like a very long cup and a very long handle. ONDS, the stock has been hot, pulling back as of recent, but now above the 9 EMA and 20-day moving average. I would like to close maybe 13, a close above that. I think it'll be pretty bullish for a continuation higher. All right, so if you've been counting, that's only 7. So I got 3 more here on my earnings and breakout watch list. Starting with APLD, breaking out and holding this breakout level. You have the 9 EMA current up. I would like to see a little bit tighter for an entry, but it's pretty much like an inside day today, you could say. So you could probably enter into today, let the moving averages catch up. Caterpillar looking good, breaking out, holding above the 9 EMA. I like this as an industrial play. And lastly, Zoom. Look at this breakout. Just wait for some consolidation, the pullback to the moving average. Either or, it would be a good entry for this. And this is probably a longer term, because when you zoom out of here, it's breaking out of a 4-year base. It's hard to see on the daily, but when you go on the weekly, and then we zoom in here, this is a 4-year base. You can see 2022, and now we're at 2026, and it is breaking out. So keep this on watch. Zoom is going to be a hot stock, and it's going to trend for a while. Peace.